Hello, Watam here, and welcome back to some more Higurashi When They Cry. So, what is this proof that it was by Hinmizawa person? Shion rebukes me to keep my voice down.
ごめん。でもその証拠って一体。
必ず一人が死んでもう一人が消えるからです。
Okay, I mean, please know about that. What? One more person disappears? Did that mean that someone besides the one who died from the curse was the sacrifice?
消えるって意味がよくわからないな。それは失踪するって意味か？
そうです。忽然と跡形もなく。
As she spoke, Shion pretended to do a trick with her hands like she were making a magician's hat disappear. One dies a mysterious death. The other one disappears, never to be seen again. A strange vanishing act. But then why? How does that equate to someone from Hinamizawa being the culprit? Yeah, good question.
実はね、ひなみ沢の古い伝統の一つにね、お社様の怒りを鎮めるために生贄を捧げたというのがあるの。
生贄？
ええ。
So wait, is the disappearance like a sacrifice then?
すまきにされて底なし沼に生きたままじわじわと時間をかけて沈めたんです。
But wait, didn't that, with the cliff falling down with one guy who died and his wife disappeared, didn't she disappear in, like, the river? Takano-san, though explaining something pretty terrible, has a look of glee on her face as she did so. Ha.
文献を調べた限りでは3日3晩をかけて本当にゆっくりとじわじわと沈めたそうよ。
How would they know though?
ほら、昔の人って結構ダジャレが好きでしょ。沈める、沈めるをかけてたんだと思うの。だから時間をかけて沈めるという意味があったんでしょうね。
Both were? As in, like, the anger was, I'm guessing? Or is she talking about the bodies? Again, I don't like your smile, it's just way too evil and creepy. Takano-san was the only one laughing at this. Was she telling a joke or something? Shion didn't move to deny it, but I felt a difference in temperature between her cool expression and Takano-san's.
この辺の話はまあ聞いて想像がつくと思いますけど、ひなみ沢の秘士です。ひなみ沢に昔からいる人なら誰でも知ってますが、それを口に出すことはありませんね。
I see. It just gets magically passed around. Yeah.
高野さんはひなみ沢出身じゃないけどね。詳しいだろ？
Yeah, actually, how does she know?
彼女は郷土史とか民間伝承とかが好きでね。全部独学で調べたんだよ。
そんなにかっこいいものじゃないのよ。単なる知的好奇心。
Again, I still don't like you.
子供と同じよ。
And that just... I can't help but feel like that's supposed to be important there.
ただの怖いもの見たさ程度なんだから。
Heh heh. Tomitake-san laughed, a little bit embarrassed.
ちょっと待ってください。ってことは何ですか？事件のたびに消えるという一人は生贄に捧げられているって言うんですか？
I think so. Yeah. Shion answers in one word before anyone else can speak. Her. I was expecting it to be her. Someone dies, then someone disappears. I hope you enjoy being submerged in that swamp as much as you laugh about it.
本当に生贄にされてるかどうかは別にして、過去の事件では必ず一人が死ぬ他に一人が消えてるんだよ。例えば一番最初のダム現場の監督が殺された事件も、複数犯のうちの最後の一人が未だ逮捕されてないらしいんだ。
Yeah, he went to the swamp to drop off a body part.
それは単にうまく逃げおおせてるだけなんじゃないんですか。別に生贄にされたというのとは違うのでは。
まあ僕もそうだとは思うんだけどね。で、次の年のダム推進派のリーダー格の男なんだけど、
確か旅行先で崖から落ちて亡くなったんですよね。
落ちたのは奥さんも一緒らしいの。警察は懸命に捜索したんだけど、どうしても奥さんの遺体だけ見つけられないんですって。崖下の川は増水してたそうだからね。どこか川下の湖の湖底で土砂にでも埋まってしまったのかもしれないけどね。
The perpetrator of a dismemberment like that wouldn't want to be caught, so he'd be desperate to run away and hide, too. I thought I'd heard about cases where the corpse wouldn't surface after the person drowned in a swelled river like that. She vanished because of an unfortunate accident, but I still didn't see the connection to sacrifices. If you took each of the past incidences, you can tell I'm recording late at night again. Past incidents in turn, none of the disappearances evoke that terrifying of an image.
その翌年の神主の病死の時ははっきりしてます。奥さんが遺書を残したんです。死んでお社様のお怒りを鎮めに参りますってな感じのが、神主さんが亡くなった晩に自宅に残されてたそうですから。
The curse. It seems to turn up in this one too, though.
まあ真相は闇の中なんだけどね。その奥さんが受水自殺した沼は、さっき高野さんも話した例のでっかい底なし沼ってことになっててね。警察も沼を調べたそうだけど、遺品がいくつか見つかっただけで遺体は発見できなかった。
I wonder what they'd find if they'd dredged up the swamp. Just thousands of corpses or something.
警察は偽装自殺を疑って今でも探してるらしいよ。
Someone dies every year, and in the same way, someone goes missing every year. Yeah, because I mean, not more than just one person dies every year. Is she trying to tell me that everyone who vanished was kidnapped by some extremely efficient means and dumped into the bottomless swamp, still alive and drowned to death? But a curse? That's unbelievable in its own right.
その翌年にはなんだっけ、ダム推進派の男の弟夫婦の奥さんだっけが殺されたんだよな。
In the same way, someone
消えました。
some did disappear.
北条聡君っていう私と同い年の男の子です。
He's not supposed to hear about Satoshi until a long time.
殺された主婦の義理の甥にあたります。
Shion cut in with a slightly strong tone of voice. She knew the boy who had disappeared pretty well. At least that's the vibe I was getting.
まあざっとこんな感じね。必ず一人が死んで、必ず一人が忽然と消える。
Leaving the suddenness aside, the fact was that each incident involved one person disappearing.
じゃあつまり一人目が死ぬのはお社様のたたりで、二人目が失踪するのは村人が生贄に捧げてるからだって言うんですか。
ケイちゃん、たたりなんかないです。誰かがお社様のたたりという名で一人目を殺し、誰かがその生贄として二人目をさらってるんです。
でもシオン、それじゃあ 村の中に犯人がいるってことになるんだぞ。
I mean, even if you get rid of, yeah, even if you have the curse and have the person like sacrificing someone, you still have a murderer in the village.
私は初めからそう睨んでます。結構ショックですよ。この昭和の時代にそんな古い因習で人殺しが堂々と行われるなんて。
It didn't have anything to do with our discussion, but I got the feeling that maybe Shion didn't like Hinamizawa very much. That's probably why she moved to the city. Mion enjoyed talking about Hinamizawa and its epic tales, so she had avoided talking about Oyashiro-sama's curse, which didn't paint Hinamizawa in a good light no matter how you looked at it. She was trying not to give me a bad impression of the village, so she didn't say anything. Shion, on the other hand, was somehow different. She wasn't rejecting the concept of a curse to purge Hinamizawa of this bad impression, but rather because she strongly believed that a member of the village was criminal behind this. Her convictions seemed a bit removed from the tight sense of community held by the people of Hinamizawa. Once upon a time, they looked so alike you could mistake one for the other. But talking to her now, I was getting a powerful feeling that Shion had a completely different personality than Mion.
じゃあ皆さんはひなみ沢の誰かが犯人だと思ってるんですね。
Either Shion or Takano-san answered that. The deafening silence told me all that needed to be said.
じゃあ重ねて質問します。ひなみ沢の誰かが犯人なら、犯人は誰なんですか？
Neither Shion nor Takano-san had replied to that question either. Though it may have been rude to ask, I'd hoped they wouldn't have one. The reason I asked was to argue that their explanation that the culprit was from Hinamizawa was nothing more than one possibility. Shion caught on to my plan. She gave a pained smile at my petty spite and opened her mouth to speak.
私が言ったのは所詮状況証拠ですからね。具体的に犯人の名前を知ってたなら警察に突き出してます。
As would anybody. Would they? Dun dun dun. Anyway, and what about Takano-san? She too smiled dryly as Shion had and opened her own mouth.
はじめに誤解を解いておきたいんだけど、別に私は探偵さんのつもりはないのよ。本音を言うとね、犯人が誰かなんてことには興味ないの。
高野さんも困った人だな。
Yep. Tomitake-san gives a bitter laugh at her surprising opinion of the matter.
私はね、
I can't help it. Yeah, that kind of answer does fit her, I think.
古式ゆかしい残酷な風習やおとぎ話に興味があるだけ。
She's terrible.
知的好奇心で面白がってるだけなの。だから一連の事件も犯人は誰かってことよりも事件の存在自体が古い因習がまだ根深く残ってることの証拠だって思って面白がってるくらい。
Though she described herself as nothing more than a curious onlooker, her smile was as sharp as the tip of a blade. Women like her felt very strange and a little scary to me. Maybe it's just that I was in a fearful awe of a person whose emotions I couldn't comprehend.
私は全然面白くないですけどね。明日はいよいよ綿流しのお祭りですけど、誰にも死んでほしくないし、誰も消えてほしくないです。
明日か。
That's right. It just completely slipped my mind. The string of murder incidents people attributed to Oyashiro-sama's curse. It wasn't over. If last year's incident wasn't the end, then tomorrow night at the festival, would someone die? And someone disappear? Yes.
明日は一体誰が死んで誰が消えるのかしらね。
not going to be as fun for you soon, Takano-san said, running a comb through her hair with elegant movements, with a thin smile and a voice that nearly made me shudder. She almost looked like she was enjoying the thought of the incidents that could happen tomorrow. Then, out of the blue, we heard a loud round of applause. They seemed to be ending the drinking party early. Right, I was making Mion wait this whole time, wasn't I? I should go back to her soon.
高野さんもからかいすぎだよ。圭一君がすっかり真に受けてしまったじゃないか。
ごめんなさいね。また悪い癖が出ちゃったみたい。
said Takano-san, sticking out her tongue bashfully. The strangeness in her expression was nowhere to be found.
高野さんはね、純粋そうな子を見るとからかいたくなる悪い癖があるんだよ。圭一君が真剣に聞いてくれるもんだから、ついつい調子に乗っちゃったみたいなんだ。
Unlike Takano-san, Tomitake-san seemed like a totally normal person with common sense. They were apologizing after realizing what kind of impression they'd given me.
高野さんが今した話はあくまでもフィクションだからね。もしもさっきの話で圭一君がひなみ沢に持ってたいい印象が傷つけられてしまったなら、純粋に申し訳なく思うよ。
もう二郎さんたら。
高野さんも謝った方がいい。怖がらせてしまってごめんなさいってね。
No, she's not sorry for scaring people. Takano-san and Tomitake-san were arguing and messing around now. The strained air around us had already dissipated.
ケイちゃんもそろそろ戻った方がいいです。お姉は嫉妬深いですからね。
Yeah. And whose fault do you think it is?
私は顔を合わせると喧嘩になりそうだから、このまま帰ることにします。
Well, I'm not sure if Mion's really capable of starting a fight with you, it seems.
そうなのか？じゃあ俺はミオンのとこに戻って待たせたことを謝るかな。
迷惑をかけたね、圭一君。ミオンちゃんに圭一君を長く借りすぎて申し訳ないと伝えてくれないかな。
あ、はい。伝えても機嫌は直さないと思いますけど、一応。
Tomitake-san and Takano-san, standing next to each other, both began to chuckle.
じゃあね、ケイちゃん。明日のお祭り、どこかですれ違えるといいですね。
会えるよ。どうせ俺たちのことだ。賑やかにやってるに決まってる。
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Shion and I said our goodbyes to Tomitake-san and Takano-san. Before we could leave, Takano-san called out to us.
私の話を真剣に聞いてくれてありがとうね。前原くんがあまりに聞き上手だったんで、話しててとても楽しかったわ。
聞き上手なんて、そんな。
I was just in a state of perpetual bewilderment from all the shocking topics being thrown at me one after another.
今日した話、面白かった？
まあ、興味深かったです。
なら、また今度も聞いてくれる？ひなみ沢の昔話とかおとぎ話にも興味深いものがたくさんあるの。もちろん薄気味悪いのがたくさんね。私特選のをたくさん披露するわよ。
I was kind of happy, but kind of worried. I can't help but smile dryly and scratch at my head.
圭一君、もう行ってもいいんだよ。高野さんがからかっているだけさ。
They say goodbye again and run off. I heard Tomitake-san call out behind him in a clear voice that we would see each other at the festival tomorrow. When I went to the tent, Mion was waiting for me, and she was nowhere to be found. I made her wait so long. Maybe she got mad and went home. Oh no! After asking some adults passing by, I heard that she went home, talking to some relatives. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But my regret for having made me unweight wasn't enough to triumph over the impression Takano-san and Shion's uncanny story left on me. Serial murder incidents had happened 4 years in a row. But tomorrow's events make this the 5th. And the possibility that someone from Hinamizawa was carrying out all this all out, under the guise of a curse. The queer tradition of ritual sacrifice, entirely unbecoming of a Showa period we lived in. I regretted it a little, though it was too late. None of those creepy stories had anything to do with me, and I should have let Mion pull me away from that crowd. I felt a little ashamed about letting my cheap curiosity get the better of me. Ooh. Okay, give me tips. From the scrapbook 1. It sure sounds curse. I'm gonna have to read a lot of this, aren't I? The ancient Onigafuchi village, the anger of Oyashiro-sama, his curse, was feared above all. However, it is seldom stated anywhere that what eventually happens, and what sort of divine judgment curse befalls him when Oyashiro-sama is angry. From various reports, all hell will break loose. Demons will come flooding out. The miasma from hell will flood outwards and kill every villager, letting not a single one escape. The ones evoking images of the village being annihilated stand out the most. These terrifying ideas of divine punishment are in alignment with many other religious beliefs regarding the apocalypse, hell, and it's easy to imagine that they are just ways of convincing people to obey the teachings in order to prevent such an end. The conditions for inciting Oyashiro-sama's wrath are likely the same as the taboos in Onigafuchi village. I believe that when an act was performed that violates one of these taboos, Oyashiro-sama was termed angry, and in order to quell his anger, they would perform the aforementioned sacrificial ritual. From scrapbook 2. The human sacrifice ritual. The sacrificial ritual was simple. It was a simple drama involving plunging sacrifices into Onigafuchi swamp, which was considered hallowed. Of the rituals of Onigafuchi village, this one was unique in that the sacrifice would sink slowly over the course of 3 days and 3 nights. I believe that it wasn't so much the killing of the sacrifice that was important, but rather the symbolism of them sinking as the submerging of Oyashiro's anger. For that purpose, they must have had a passion for learning various methods of keeping the sacrifice from sinking too quickly, to force them to sink more slowly. As fortunately, as far as I can tell from the records, those methods were not recorded. My thoughts are that they may have used logs or some similar material to create a raft, then set up a scaffold on there, hung the sacrifice up with ropes, and let them sink little by little over time into the swamp. However, if that were the case, it would not be strange if the ritual implements used for such a ceremony were honoured as holy and enshrined somewhere. The mystery thickens. The plot thickens. Something thickens. The swamp thickens. The swamp is now thick with dead bodies. From the scrapbook 3. implements used for the ritual. Ritual tools utilized for ancient religious ceremonies, commonly referred to as implements or ritual implements. And even now, some of them are enshrined on the property of Furude Shrine and the three families. I wonder, does the like ceremonial Ho thing have something to do with it, maybe? I mean, all the deaths and disappearances are the night of Watanagashi. And like the whole religious tool stuff. And there's the religious Ho. Maybe, some way or another. I don't know how, but somehow. However, their identifiable tools are all decorative. None appear to have been used in rituals governing the dark side of Onagafuji village. As the Edo era came to a close, and many traditional rituals were lost, were they lost as well? Or perhaps buried in the darkness? I don't believe so. I mean, on the other hand, they're literally sinking the rafts into the swamps, like, it's to slow down the victim sacrifice from sinking, but the raft is still sinking as well. It would make sense if they didn't exactly enshrine it. Both the implements used on the night of the first feast of the Onikakushi and those used during the sacrificial ceremonies must still exist, enshrined away from the eyes of the masses. Without a doubt, they exist here, today, at this very moment, in Hinamizawa. Also, I'm nearly certain where they've been enshrined. Ooh. What was once locked steadfastly has, for some reason, changed this year to a cheap-looking padlock. You may be able to do something about such a simple lock. However, it is not far from the assembly hall, nor is it ever far from the presence of people. However, I will not give up. Whose scrapbook is this? I just thought about it. Yeah, is this her scrapbook? What's her name? Takano's scrapbook, maybe? The night when it becomes a blind spot to every villager in Hinamizawa who is coming soon, for Watanagashi. Soon it will be Watanagashi. Okay, one thing to keep in mind. If they are continuing to do the ritual, it's on the night of Watanagashi. There might be someone there. Someone obviously didn't think their plan through. Festivals around the corner. Rabble, rabble, rabble.
おいおい、今日のうちからへばっててどうすんだよ。本番は明日だぞ。
I don't recognize that name.
明日は最後の最後。バッチリ深夜まで燃え上がっていくんだからな。よっせ、気合い入れてきますぜ。よし、若さが一番だ。
What's with these new names?
みんなお疲れさん。渡流しはいよいよ明日だからな。今夜は早めに眠って体力を蓄えておいてくれよ。
Tomorrow was finally Watanagashi. Festivals are split into two groups, those who enjoy them and those who support them. The former only needed to prepare their minds, but the latter needed not only that, but also painstakingly crafted plans and preliminary arrangements, while the general majority attending goes about enjoying the festival without a care in the world, will be strained the whole way through. Why?
そりゃ決まってるだろう。全部終わった後のビールがうまいからだよ。
Not Not like to do with a murders or anything? Okay. Times like these, it's best to have energetic, physically fit people. It wouldn't be worth it if you didn't do your best until the end, enjoying it the whole way. Oishi-san came in. Everyone hurried to stand up.
はいはい、皆さんお疲れ様ですね。そのままで結構ですよ。
お疲れ様です。
Not even my seniors, who usually talk big about themselves, can hold a candle to Oishi-san. We all bowed as if we were one of those cheering squads of old. Kurauto Oishi, a detective just waiting to retire. One who doesn't pay much mind to rules and regulations, and doesn't do too much in the way of real work. He looks like a rotten old man with a penchant for dirty jokes. My seniors, though, told me he was a real fighter in his younger days, and that he may or may not have quite a heroic legend trailing behind him. Anyway, he surely had much more dignity and presence in the room than the section chief who came in with him.
皆さん、明日の綿流しの準備、本当にお疲れさんです。
Everyone present stands upright and lends their ear to the chief's
昨年
directions.
発生したように、連続事件を期待する愉快犯の出現が濃厚に危惧されます。各員、一層気を引き締め、犯罪の抑止のために任務を全うしてください。
おっせ。
何も起こらなければ一番いいんですがね。必ず事件は起こると考えてくださいよ。抑止が一番ですが、まあ多分無理でしょう。今年も誰かが死んで誰かが消えます。もう間違いなく。
Why do you laugh about that? Really? Everyone apart from the section chief smiled painfully.
大石さん、そんなんじゃ困るよ。もっと真剣にやってくれなきゃ。
肝心なのは祭りの夜を越すことじゃないんです。明日の夜起こった何かに迅速かつ徹底的にどこまでも食いついていくこと。気合い入れてくよ。兜の尾を引き締めてき。お社様のたたりの化けの皮を完璧にひっぺかしてやるぞ。うわっせ。
On that note, I think I'll leave it there for today. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know any feedback you have in the comments. And until next time, as I start to doze off to sleep, see ya.